Hello everyone, welcome back to Ask Nehru. I am Nehru and today we are going to dive into the concatMap operator in RxJS. We will see how to use it in an Angular app to sequentially fetch data from an API. This is especially useful when you need to make API calls, especially the multiple API calls, one after another. So this will wait for each to finish before moving to the next. So let's jump right into the code. So we have concatMap, which I imported from RxJS and also from this is to create an observable. And we have a list of users here, list of user IDs, the array format, and we have API service as well. First of all, I would like to show you the basic environmental setup. So in the API service, so I have a method which is returning an API calls based on the IDs. It is a user ID. So in the localhost 8080, so the address API is running on. So let's visit this localhost also. Okay. So this is the localhost which is running here and it has list of addresses in the array of object formats. So each object is nothing but records. So this API I'm receiving from backend. So I'm locally running Spring Boot applications with the support of MySQL database. So I would like to show you that as well. So this is my MySQL database. Here I have list of addresses. Okay. So I have 8 addresses, but I want to receive only 5 of them. So that's what I have listed here. 1, 3, 4, 6 and 8. So in that scenario, concatMap is very important. And I would like to show you, this is backend where I have declared controllers, address controllers and entity for them and also repository for the addresses. And finally, we are using application.properties to connect my gallery. It's a database in the MySQL. So there are basic setup. So I will make a separate video series for Spring Boot framework. So in this, I just like to show you how I set up the basic things so that you can also set up your backend through MongoDB as well, MongoDB, Node.js, or you can use any other thing. Okay. So in my case, I have used a Spring Boot. Okay. Now I have a list of 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 6 and 8. Okay. So total 5 numbers I have. Now I want to convert this user IDs as observable. For that I use from operator. From is nothing but observable creation function. Okay. And I use pipe. This helps to connect operators. So in our case, I am going to use concatMap, and concatMap is going to emit each ID sequentially. Okay, and I take the API service. This API service is nothing but the reference to the API service file which I have shown just before, so that I can access this method. Okay, so API service dot and the method which I want. What's the method I want? I want get data from address, and I pass the ID which the concatMap returns. Okay, and by the end pipe completes, I keep subscribe. Okay, through the subscribe I receive user. Okay, so this is nothing but objects. So I'm going to push these objects into array. It's an user array which I have declared here and initiated with the empty array. So now I want to push, okay, each emitting objects. Now, in order to display them in the console, I just do console. I save this one and let me see the result. Let me show you the result. Yes, we are successful. Here there are 8 responses and 8 objects are there in the array. But here we have only 5 that are also emitted by the concatMap observables. 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now let me explain what is going on here. Okay, that's very important, right? So first of all, this is the user IDs. It is nothing but array. So which is converted into an observable using the from creation of observable creation operator, and then using concatMap we are emitting each IDs. concatMap will emit each IDs, and we are passing this ID into the get data from address. Okay, so once this one completes, I mean one is passed initially, once it is completes, it takes the third. Till then the concatMap wait for the first API call completes. So once it is completed, then 3 is taken. When the API calls complete based on the ID 3, then it moves to 4. Then it takes 4 and the API call completes, and then takes 6. And 6 come here and we are pausing here, and the API call completes, it goes and takes 8. So in this way we are pausing them. Okay, we are pausing each of them. Once everything is pushed, then we get the result, okay, as you're seeing here. So I want to show you in a better way. See, whatever we are seeing there, we are able to see here, but the IDs or whatever we have passed, only that ID we have got it. Okay, so this benefits of concatMap are into 3 parts. Okay, the first one is sequential API calls. So when you need to make multiple calls in order, okay, in that scenario concatMap is highly beneficial. And we can say rate limiting. For example, when you need to avoid bombarding the server with simultaneous request, and when the order map matters. So if the results of the previous API calls are required, okay, so in that scenario, so I mean the results of the previous API calls are required before making the next one. Okay, so that's how you can use concatMap in Angular to handle sequential API calls. So it's perfect for scenarios where order matters and you want to ensure each request completes before starting the next. I hope this helps you understand how to make sequential API calls in clean and efficient way using RxJS. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Ask Nehru for more coding content. See you in the next video. Bye.